your roadmap to the latest in auto. Welcome to Highway Herald. Today, we're navigating a high-stakes showdown on the global stage, Trump's tariff ultimatum to the EU. With a sharp focus on energy purchases and trade deficits, this brewing conflict could send shockwaves through the automotive world, especially for enthusiasts and industry leaders invested in the future of electric vehicles. Let's unpack the intricate connections between energy politics and the evolution of our beloved automotive landscape. Buckle up, this ride is about to get bumpy. Number 7. The energy trade imbalance, a spark for tension. At the heart of this unfolding drama is the US-EU trade deficit, a hefty $208.7 billion in 2023. While the EU has made strides in importing US energy, nearly half its LNG and 17% of its crude oil in early 2024, Trump's demands aim to shift the balance further, boosting American dominance in global energy. What does this mean for US car enthusiasts? Picture this: increased tariffs on European cars entering the US market. For automakers in Germany and Italy, this spells higher costs, disrupted supply chains, and tighter profit margins. Retaliatory tariffs could follow, slapping duties on American EVs and critical automotive components. The ripple effect? A potential slowdown in EV innovation just when the green transition is gaining momentum. It's a stark reminder of how deeply interconnected global energy and automotive markets have become. Number 6. Tariffs. The automotive industry caught in a tug-of-war. European automakers from Volkswagen to BMW and Mercedes-Benz already juggle a 2.5% tariff on exports to the US. If Trump's plan escalates, these figures could quadruple, forcing brands to shift strategies or risk losing market share. For enthusiasts, this scenario could mean pricier imports or reduced availability of European luxury models. US automakers might rejoice in the short term with less competition, but the global transition to electric vehicles could hit a snag. Automakers would be forced to divert resources to manage these new trade complexities, potentially sidelining R&D in groundbreaking EV technology. And for consumers, higher prices and fewer options may not sit well, fueling demand for localized production, a monumental and costly undertaking for manufacturers. Number 5. The green transition, a roadblock or a catalyst. Europe's shift to US LNG imports post-Ukraine conflict highlights its growing energy dependency. Yet, Trump's aggressive push for more fossil fuel purchases collides with the EU's bold vision of achieving carbon neutrality by 2050. For automakers, this creates a fork in the road. Should they double down on green technologies like advanced EV infrastructure and renewables, or prepare for a volatile market tied to fossil fuel-driven policies? Government incentives for EV adoption could dwindle, jeopardizing the momentum of the green revolution. But there's hope. These challenges could ignite innovation. Think hydrogen fuel cells and cutting-edge battery technologies. Automakers and policymakers might seize this moment to diversify energy solutions, leading to unexpected breakthroughs that redefine the future of mobility. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now let's explore number 4. Economic shockwaves, inflation's return ticket. Tariffs rarely stay contained. They echo through global markets. Higher costs for European imports could reignite inflation fears, hitting the automotive sector where it hurts most, the supply chain. Components like EV batteries and semiconductors, already grappling with pandemic aftershocks, could become scarcer and pricier. For everyday consumers, this means fewer choices and higher prices, forcing many to delay car purchases or settle for less sustainable options. Automakers could struggle to maintain production schedules, pushing timelines for EV rollouts further down the road. Investors, too, may lose confidence in the EV sector's growth, particularly in regions reliant on global supply chains. The delicate dance of maintaining innovation, affordability, and environmental progress hangs in the balance, with trade tensions threatening to trip the industry mid-stride. Number 3. The strain on American energy infrastructure. The United States stands as the world's top oil and LNG producer, with exports to Europe surging to record levels. However, Trump's demand for increased energy sales could stretch the limits of the current infrastructure. To meet these expectations, significant investments in LNG terminals and expanded drilling operations would be necessary. For automakers, these energy shifts carry weighty implications. On one hand, lower domestic energy costs might reduce manufacturing expenses for US carmakers. On the other hand, rising energy prices, fueled by increasing exports, could pinch consumer wallets, particularly when it comes to big-ticket purchases like electric vehicles. Striking a balance between energy exports and domestic needs is no small feat, creating a complex web of challenges for policymakers and industry leaders. Moreover, expanding fossil fuel infrastructure runs counter to global climate goals. This contradiction might alienate environmentally conscious consumers and investors, complicating automakers' efforts to align with sustainability trends. The delicate balance between economic growth and environmental responsibility underscores a critical question for the automotive industry. Can the demand for innovation coexist with sustainable progress? Number 2. The risk of a full-blown trade war. The EU faces a dilemma in responding to Trump's ultimatum: negotiate or retaliate. History hints at the latter. Past trade disputes saw the bloc threatening tariffs on American icons like Harley-Davidson motorcycles and Levi's jeans. A similar strategy could escalate tensions, leading to a cycle of punitive tariffs that would hurt businesses and consumers alike. For the automotive industry, the stakes couldn't be higher. European automakers would likely face plummeting sales in the US, while American brands would encounter barriers to European markets. Such a trade war would cripple the rollout of new EV models, stifle innovation, and jeopardize global climate efforts. Meanwhile, other markets, China and emerging economies, could capitalize on the fallout, reshaping the balance of power in the automotive and energy sectors. The prospect of reduced US-EU collaboration raises a pivotal question. Can either side afford to lose their shared influence in shaping the future of transportation? Number 1. EVs at the crossroads of trade and policy. The electric vehicle revolution is at risk of becoming collateral damage in this trade dispute. Tariffs, disrupted supply chains, and rising costs could slow the adoption of cleaner transportation on both sides of the Atlantic. Yet, there's a silver lining. Crises often fuel innovation, and this conflict could be no exception. Automakers might double down on domestic production, alternative energy solutions, and cutting-edge manufacturing techniques to weather the storm. Governments could also be incentivized to prioritize investments in EV infrastructure, such as charging networks and advanced battery technologies, positioning both regions as leaders in sustainable mobility despite geopolitical turbulence. Collaboration remains a critical pathway to success. By working together on battery production, energy storage, and EV tech, the US and Europe could still emerge stronger. This shared vision might turn a trade war into an opportunity for transformative progress, highlighting the potential for unity amid discord. Verdict: Trump's tariff gamble, a defining moment for trade and mobility. Trump's tariff threats to the EU have placed trade, energy, and mobility at a crossroads. Will this clash drive a wedge between the US and Europe, or ignite a new era of innovation and collaboration? The future of the automotive industry, especially electric vehicles, hangs in the balance. Now it's your turn to steer the conversation. What do you think about the potential impacts of this trade dispute? Could this be an opportunity for transformation, or are we heading toward a setback in global cooperation? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned to Highway Herald for the latest updates in the automotive world. Together, we'll navigate every twist and turn on the road ahead. Thanks for watching.